It's Jo here. We're going to do a mindfulness of breathing, and we're just waiting for a few moments for people to gather. So good morning, and just get yourself comfortable, and the next 5 minutes will just be me waiting for people and saying hello to people and adjusting my camera. Getting my flowers more in the picture. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Jo here. We're going to be doing the mindfulness of breathing this morning. Standing in for Shaki Padar, who's still a little bit off colour with her back, but getting better by the day. So this morning, for a change, I won't be doing the mindfulness of, I won't be doing the loving kindness meditation. I'll be doing the mindfulness of breathing. So it's lovely to have you with me this morning. There's been a bit of a gap. Kate's had some sound problems with her computer, which I'm sure has been testing for her. And of course we've got our lovely Shaki Padar. It's not been so good, so the morning meditations have been a little bit sparse for the last week or so, but it's lovely to have you here this morning. And we'll just give it a few minutes for people to join us, if they're able to. Oh, good morning, Helen. Yeah, it's nice to be back, isn't it? And hopefully you can hear me as well. I think Kate had some problems yesterday. Technology is so fantastic, except when it doesn't work, isn't it? But it's been a complete blessing the last year. So if you're joining us, just get comfortable. We're going to do the mindfulness of breathing, starting at 7. Good, Helen. That's a start. Yeah, it's really nice to be here doing a different kind of meditation from the one that I usually do on this slot. Oh, good morning, Philippa. Nice to have you here. Waiting for the gang to arrive. And of course there's a gang of who watch on YouTube later, so welcome to you as well. I certainly do that some days if I don't have to get up, or if I'm feeling extra tired, I watch later. Oh, good morning, Kamal from India. How wonderful to have you here. I imagine my version of the mindfulness of breathing will be pretty poor compared to some of the ones that you've listened to in India. So apologies in advance. This is a York version from me, who is not a very experienced Buddhist yet. I've been a mitra for a year and a half now, so I'm still very much in training. Good morning, Isabel. Good to have you here this morning. Yeah, and it's 7 o'clock, so we'll get started with our meditation. Good morning to Jenny. So for those of you who know me, I'm Jo from the York Buddhist Centre. I'm standing in this morning for Shaki Padar, doing the mindfulness of breathing. It's really nice to be here with you this morning. I didn't have an especially good night's sleep. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it was the royal interview that was playing on my mind, but I ended up waking up quite early with my thought stream quite active, but it was quite nice just lying there and noticing the thought stream and noticing my body and what was happening. So I've quite enjoyed it, really. But yeah, here we are at 7 o'clock. I thought to begin with, I would, to get us in the right frame of mind, I would read out a poem by Sangharakshita, who was a founder of Triratna, as many of you know. And he wrote quite a lot of poetry, and I've only read a small proportion of it, but I do like this one, which is called The Lotus of Compassion. And my interpretation of it is that it's like an invitation from Sangharakshita for us to meditate, to get involved in Buddhism and the ideas behind Buddhism. So that's how I thought it might come across to you this morning, as an invitation to meditate. So I'll read it out now. The Lotus of Compassion. The lotus blooms tonight, the great golden lotus of the Lord's compassion, with white roots deep in the slime of this sad world, and huge green leaves spread on the surface of the waters of the lake of tears, and surrounded by myriads of silver lotus buds, like white hands folded in prayer for succour from the miseries of the world. That lotus blooms tonight. Oh, leave the crowded shore where men buy and sell. Shake off the soft detaining fingers of your friends, and in a little boat at midnight, when the moon is full and glitters at you from the water, row swiftly to the quiet heart of the lake where the lotus blooms, the great golden lotus of the Lord's compassion, and you will feel the sweetness ineffable of its heart fragrance, coming on a breeze which ripples the face of the silent waters to meet you beneath the stars. So I hope you enjoyed that poem. I find it quite inspirational, and it helps to guide me to a place of meditation this morning. So good morning to those who've just joined us. Shobit, good morning. Natalie, good morning. And let's get started with our mindfulness of breathing this morning. So just relaxing and settling your body, getting into a good meditation posture for you, whether that's kneeling or sitting or lying down this morning. However you can feel the most relaxed and ready to meditate. And just arriving and understanding how you are this morning. And however you are, knowing that that's okay, that's fine. It's just where you're starting from this morning. Just feeling the force of gravity on your body, and allowing your body to subtly relax and give itself up to the force of gravity to settle again and again in your meditation posture. Relaxing your hands on your knees or gently by your side. Or gathered in the lap. Just letting the hands be soft. Closing your eyes gently. Or if you're feeling a bit too sleepy, just fixing your gaze on something that's in front of you to help you stay with the meditation. And just taking a couple of deep breaths all the way in and all the way out. Just a signal to your body that we're going to meditate now. And noticing any contraction in your body, and just allowing any contraction or tension to soften and relax. Especially on the out breath, just feeling the body relax a little bit more. And in the first stage of the mindfulness of breathing, we're going to focus on the out breath. Just following the out breath. And for some of you, it will be helpful to mark the end of the out breath with a number. For others of you, you might like to imagine a stone or a pebble dropping into a pool of water at the end of each out breath. And for others of you, just peacefully following the out breath. if your mind occasionally gets caught up with thinking, remembering or planning, just really gently bringing your attention back to the out-breath. Just following it all the way as the breath leaves your body. Just noticing the qualities of the out-breath. Sometimes smooth, sometimes a bit more jagged. Just noticing. And now we're going to move our attention to our in-breath. And if it helps, placing a number before each in-breath, from 1 up to 10. And if you get distracted and lose count, just going back to 1 again. But as before, if the counting doesn't help you, you can imagine a stone plopping into a still pool of water before each in-breath. Or just simply follow the in-breath all the way with your awareness. You may feel the energy that flows into your body from this part of the mindfulness of breathing. And again, you might notice how every in-breath is slightly different. Some feel smooth and silky and long. And others feel a little bit more juddery or rough. And that's absolutely fine. Just noticing however your in-breath is in that moment. Just following it. And if your mind starts wandering, just be really patient and kind with it. Just bringing it back to your in-breath. And now we're going to drop any counting, and we're simply going to follow the natural flow of your breathing into your body. Following the breath into your chest. Noticing how the breath makes the chest move and expand. And then shrink back a little bit as you breathe out. And if it helps to think about your diaphragm, the sheet of muscle between your abdomen and your chest. As we breathe in, the diaphragm flattens and gently presses our organs down into our abdomen, and the abdomen expands a little. And as we breathe out, the diaphragm relaxes into a kind of umbrella shape back up into our chest. And our belly flattens a little bit. The diaphragm does this from the moment we're born to the moment we die. Gently massaging our important organs, flattening as we breathe in and relaxing as we breathe out. Just resting your awareness in your chest and your abdomen. Just feeling how the breath gently moves it. Perhaps you can feel the echo of your breath in your lower back. Just subtly moving the lower back very slightly. As you breathe in and out. Can you allow your breath to gently massage your lower back? And how about the middle of your back and your upper back? What do you notice here? Just allowing your breathing to quieten and your mind to quieten too. And in the fourth stage of the breathing meditation, we're going to focus our attention on the sensations where the air enters the body. So for some of you, this might naturally feel like the inside of your nostrils or the top of your lip, where the air passes through into your nostrils. For others, it might feel like where the air hits the back of your throat. Wherever you feel the air entering your body, just focusing your attention on this place. What can you notice? Is there a sense of temperature of the air as it enters and leaves your body? Just for the next few minutes, really focusing on that area where the breath enters your body. If you get distracted, just patiently bringing your awareness back to that area. Being kind and generous to yourself if your attention wanders. And just gently moving your hands and feet and just bringing your body round after that meditation. I hope you enjoyed the meditation this morning. I'm hopeful that Shaki Padar will be back tomorrow morning with a self-care meditation, but I guess it depends on how she's doing. I'll certainly be back on Friday with some loving kindness, and I'm sure Shaki Padar will be back before then. So I hope I was an okay as a stand-in for your mindfulness of breathing this morning, and that you have a lovely day. And yeah, I'll see you on Friday. Take care and have a good one. Much love. Bye now.